Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm at Streetcar Nationals in Tokyo, which is the biggest event in Japan. It has over 1,000 cars and more than 10,000 people come to visit. Ticket price is only $11, but for kids under 12, they have an admission fee of 0 yen. So what cars should you expect to see here? I would say you should expect to see Japanese, American, and European classic cars that are pretty rare on the road, but there can also be some modern cars that are just lightly modified. This is a humongous Jeep Rubicon. The tires are up to my chest here, and the balance is incredible. It can also climb any terrain using its suspension and balance. Look at the Suzuki Every microvan. They have an extremely high ground clearance and look very off-roady. Look at how tall it is. Can you believe it? These cars were supposed to be for delivery, but the owner converted them into an off-roading beast. Look at this mini bike, the one I'm riding. Isn't this stylish for small deliveries? It has a cooler box behind and a trailer to carry all of your stuff. This is very good for in big factories to deliver items or just in event grounds to deliver small items such as cool drinks. Continuing the small car series, we have here a Honda Life step van. It's a very small compact car that only fits 2 to 3 people with a max payload of 300 kilograms. If you're very heavy, then you might not be able to move the car at all because this car has 30 horsepower and can only reach a max speed of around 100 kilometers. Even worse, the 0 to 60 is 32 seconds. Can you believe how slow that is? Remember how everyone thinks the Crowns are sedans? Then think again. When Toyota got bored in around 1970, they started making some really weird versions of the Crowns, including pickups and wagons. Can you believe that? Is rust on the cars a bad thing? Generally it is, but not in this case. As you can see here, there's a Chevrolet pickup truck with rust on it. You might think it's bad, but it's actually part of the paint. As you can see, it has lots of rust, but it's very stylish. And this man literally found a way to make it into an art show. Here is some lowriders, some stance cars that are literally touching the ground. These pickup trucks are so low to the ground that I can literally just jump on the trunk with 0 effort. They also have a really cool grill, which makes it also really fashionable. I think this trend is really cool, and I really like this trend. Car brands aren't making these car types anymore. These car types are long, muscular, and attractive, but they're not very efficient. This trend, which is the long rider trend, is I think expired and not good anymore. This is a Ford Model B made in 1932. The owner is selling it for around $55,000. I think that's cheap for a car this rare. What do you think? Even though this car is almost 100 years old, it's still in pretty good running condition and still looks to be in mint condition. In this line, we have some muscular American coupe cars, which are unnecessarily long and powerful. My favorite one in here is this cool black coupe. Here we have some police cars from the US, starting from that bulky Ford to this Dodge Challenger and these really old classic ones. I think these cars are the cars you see in folk movies where there's a police chase. Here we have a Lincoln Continental. When you usually think of a coupe in Japan, you think of it as a short 2-door sedan, right? But think again. Here we have a very long card. It absolutely ruins Japan's cool image. This Lincoln Continental is more than 5 meters long.